My next guest is definitely no stranger to the Paula G Show. He is no stranger to SRN as he formerly hosted his own show right here on Wednesday evenings, and you all would hear me mention it at the end of the show to make sure that you stay tuned to his show. He is real estate. His annual event, Flipology 101 Boot Camp, is the one-stop shop for everything real estate. He is here today to share with us why you should consider attending this event if it's not sold out already. If you are involved in the real estate community, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my friend, Mr. Ramon. You the man, Tookes. How are
Hey,
you,
good
love?
evening. Good evening, Paula. How you doing?
I am wonderful. I woke up this morning. I've been trying to be a good girl all day long, Ramon. It's been a struggle.
Well, you know what? See, the problem is that word you just
But
used, that's why I still been a struggle. Because you were trying. You can't try.
I was
You know, that's,
trying.
no trying. It's like you said, I'm going to try to make it. You know you're not going.
Make it happen. I'll make it happen.
There you go. There you go. We'll take that
I'm
now.
gonna make it happen. Yes, speaking of making things happen, you have been making things happen for a minute, and I'm always inspired. I am always inspired by you from, I believe, the first time Clark and I came out. And shouts out to Clark. We want to send him so much love right now.
For
But
sure, yeah.
shouts out, yes. But I remember the first time coming out to one of your events, and gosh, how many years ago has that been? It's been a few years ago, and seeing how you have grown. What was your motivation behind starting Flipology?
Well, Paula, this is, I've been in the real estate arena now. This is going into year 24. And so
Mm.
we have been in what we call the golden years. And then, of course, there was, 2008. And one of the reasons I started Flipology is because there was a lot of people that would be national speakers that came into Atlanta, and they really didn't take care of our community. And so we started out doing a ton of free stuff, and then uh, my branding coach, one of my branding coaches, Jay Stone, said, she helped me get it to a level where we could take it and make it more attractive. So I wanted to originally start off by building our community, teaching
Mm-hmm.
folks that look like me how to get involved in investing in real estate and not get hurt, or even when we get hurt, how to recover. Because things happen. And so
Right.
Flipology was born in, what is this, we're in 2020? So 2014,
Yeah.
the first Flipology was in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went to work on it in 2014. And I guess, Paula, over the past 5 years, it has grown because our passion for why we started, which was to help folks build wealth and help people in our community build wealth through real estate investing. And so that is the main reason.
Right. Right. And the thing that I love about it, for those who are listening that are interested in attending, for those who are interested in moving into this particular arena, I'm a witness that this is really, really a wonderful event to come to, because you truly do cover everything from A to Z. It truly is a boot camp. By the time, and I think you say it on the first day, by the time you walk out of there, you have, if you're really serious about this arena, you walk away with everything you need to get started. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely correct. This time we have probably 25 speakers over, I'm going to call it a 2-day period. We start Friday evening with our mixer, but of course we had so much on our first 2 days, we had to bring some of the speakers on Friday night. So before we start, partying and mixing, we bring on Brian Jewett, who talks about taxes, and he
Mm-hmm.
always says, it's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. And so he is America's #1 tax specialist. I mean, he is
Yeah,
an amazing man. And so
he really is.
Brian talks. We bring in an insurance specialist to talk to you about the importance of the different types of insurance when you're buying investment properties. And then we bring in a legal specialist that will talk about just, starting your LLCs and, the proper ways to elect when you're talking about your LLCs and how to keep ourselves protected from lawsuits. And so that's Friday night, then we mix it up a little bit. And this time, shout out to Jill. She brought in a comedian. So
Yes.
after we learn a little bit on Friday, we're going to laugh a little bit, eat good, and then we don't keep you guys out too late because we know that Saturday morning we get started at
Mhm.
7:30. And on
Now
Saturday we go from 7:30 to 6:30. We
that's a
feed you enough
marathon.
time to keep everybody happy. But we go over everything on how to find and analyze deals, how to work with auctions, how to buy at the tax liens with Chantel Owens, how to
Mhm.
fund your deals. We go about 6 different ways on how to fund deals, and then we end the day out talking about construction, and which is probably the biggest hurdle most people have to get over. Understanding how to call inspectors and how to budget, how to estimate your budget, and then we're done for Saturday. But Sunday is an even bigger day because we take our bus out and we go out and look at properties that are currently under construction. So it may be in the beginning, it may be in the end, it may be
Mhm.
in the middle, it may be for sale, but they're all our projects, our team's projects. And then we come back well, you know what? On the bus, Paula, we have a mock auction so that people understand what it feels like to be at courthouse steps or online bidding. And then we go to, this time we're going to Lowe's, so you understand that process. And then we come back and we close out. So it is truly, if you get 11 hours, it's truly 25
Mhm.
hours over a weekend
Oh,
that you are learning and mixing with folks and networking, and hopefully getting inspired to go out and do something.
that that having attended last year, I was just really amazed and just really impressed about all of the different dynamics and the facets of this whole process. And I loved on the auction, that whole auction process. Because someone like myself who did not inherit her daddy, who was an electrical engineer, did not inherit those mathematical genes. I was even able to kind of to walk through that process and really understand what what it entailed and what it entails when you're going through that that process, being on that bus and going from site to site. To I mean, it's really a tangible. It's really you offer a tangible process, Ramon, for
Well,
for
that that
everyone.
that is, as we've grown, Paula, we make adjustments. We listen to. We always get feedback from everybody, and so we do as much as we can do to make sure. Again, when you leave, you have what you need. You have the contacts of the people that you need, and everything
Yes.
else, Paula. It is, and it's within you. It's how you motivate yourself, how you hold yourself accountable. Those are things that we can inspire you to do, but we can't control it. And so, that's why we start off on Saturday with motivation. We've had motivational speakers from all across the world, including one of my favorite, Mr. Les Brown,
Yes. Loved him
Kendall
last
Ficklin.
year.
We've had
Yeah.
some amazing people start that day off, and that's what it's
Mhm.
all about. You got to start your day off, and don't
Mhm.
be afraid to go out there because we all make mistakes. That's a lot of people say,
Right.
well, what if I lose my shirt? What if I? And I always ask folks this. Well, what if you go to work for 30 years and then you get laid off? What if
And
What
that.
if what if you walk outside your front door and we got a tornado? Like if we lived in a what if world, we would never
What
do
if?
anything. And so that's the biggest thing. We want people to hopefully we motivate you enough and make you feel bad enough about not doing anything that you'll go out and do something when you
you
leave.
go, you go out and do something. Now, you shared with us a lot, and I really appreciate you sharing with the audience. And I know you've motivated the audience to come out. But there's one area that you kind of skimmed over,
Okay.
and that was the eat good. Y'all eat good with Ramon too. I'm just telling you, I'm a witness. I'm just saying, you do eat good. In the midst of everything that he mentioned, you cannot walk out of there and not say that I do not have what I need, to jump feet first, head first,
That's right.
into this platform. Howsoever, comma, you do eat good. He takes
Well,
care of you. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen.
here's the other side of that, Paula. And
Uh-huh.
we talk about how well I can cook, right?
Yes.
And so, but I I've been to events, and one thing that happens is, most events you have to leave and go get something to eat, or
Yeah.
there's not enough there. So, again, when we see something that we don't like, we do our best
Right.
to make sure we implement it. So, yep, we're going to feed you on Friday night. There's a feast, and I always call it a feast because, we don't run out of food
Yes.
at the mixer. And
No.
then on Saturday morning, we have a continental breakfast, and just depends
Yeah.
on which location we're at. We'll have other things, and then we give you lunch and then snacks throughout the day, and then you go home and eat dinner, and then the same thing on Sunday.
Yeah.
We get up and we roll, and we get on the bus and we have lunch on the bus, usually out in the field, and then we come back and we got some snacks, and so we want to keep you alert. We want to keep you, not, because if you get hungry, you stop paying attention. I don't care who you are.
Exactly.
So that's part of that process. But yeah, we make sure we take care of folks.
Yeah. And I'm joking with you about the food, although it is good, but it speaks to yet another detail, minor detail that sometimes people forget. You got to take care of people's hierarchy of needs if you want them to stay engaged, and if you want them, to stay focused on what it is that that you desire them to do, or whatever the information is that you are there to give them. Because you have a fantastic team. You all put in a lot of work and a lot of effort into making sure that this is just a wonderful, information packed and fun weekend as well. So I just applaud you all. And can you share a little bit with us about some of your team members? What makes up
Yeah,
the.
so I always tell folks, without them, it would be no, because I would have quit a long time ago, Paula. With this part of it,
Yeah.
I love
Uh
the
huh.
business daily, being out in the field, but this part
Right.
of it's tough because, you know, when you care about what's happening with it, when things don't go the way we want them to go, you feel it. But our team has been amazing. Like from, Clark, like you said, man, we're praying for him. Making sure that we look good, feel good, interviews to Jill, who really manages all of us. Like we're all of Jill's kids, I think. At least she feels that way.
She's
And
amazing. Yes.
she is. I don't know how she does what she does, but she coordinates our schedules. She coordinates the marketing. She makes sure we look good, eat good, make sure the book. It's like everything happens through Jill, and then our team
Right.
is and when I say phenomenal, from them working doors, from them putting out, like, the behind the scenes is so important that most people don't see it because it looks so. Once you guys get there, it seems so easy. But I promise you, they work
Yeah.
overnight. They're hanging banners.
Mm-hmm.
They're blowing up balloons. They're counting candy to make sure you got candy there. It's so much, and I appreciate them so much. But honestly, Paul, I would have stopped Flipology four
Long
and a half
time
years
ago.
ago if it wasn't for the team.
For the team, yeah. So we give Jill and the rest of the team, we give them a shout out, and I love how you introduce each member at the top of the day. I believe it's Saturday, at the top of the day on Saturday, and
Hmm.
just share a bit about their role and their journey as well. So I think that's just wonderful. And it's just a diverse team that you have. From, I think you got some baby boomers in there to the millennials, which is ingenious because you need them all at the table to
Yes, we do.
to be successful. You need them all at the table. So how can the audience stay connected with Ramon Tookes, find out more about not only next weekend, but all of the wonderful and fascinating things that you have going on?
Well, Paula, I am Ramon Tookes on all social medias. Facebook and Instagram is the two that I use the most. And then also you can check us out at universityofwealthbuilding.com and see some of the amazing things that we have, including our schedule.